What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video today. And if you've clicked on this video, that means that you love Goku Mid, who should be renamed Goku Peak. And the reason why is because he is peak. He is peak tier character in Sparking Zero. Not only even in Sparking Zero, but just in the show in general. Like, who was not a fan of of Goku from this time period, the time period before the Android Saga, the time period right before he fell to the heart virus. This is the Goku that for a lot of us was some of our favorites, and I'm going to give you guys a couple of compelling reasons why this one is peak. Let's start with this transformation right here. Like, come on, like of course it's not got like the most lights and everything. Like, it don't need the most lights, but man, is it one of the best transformations we've got in this game. And the hair, like, come on, like the hair. There is no other Super Saiyan form in this game that has the hair done as accurately as it was in the show. And the reason I say that is because you can see to where they keep up with the, like, I wouldn't call it a lack of detail, but it's really attention to detail and the detailing that was done while we were at this point in the anime itself. You know, it's just it's like so wonderfully golden. It's just marvelous. Now, of course, I can't go on to just, ignore anything that might not be all that great. But even between like Super Saiyan and base form itself gives you some pretty great goodies also. And I'll start with the most obvious, Spirit Bomb. You get Spirit Bomb in this form, and this is the form where you can do the whole share your energy with me. You can do that 3 times to buff the strength of your Spirit Bomb, or your ultimate attack in that case if you want to be more general. But that causes you to do around 25k damage with an unblockable giant Spirit Bomb that does not move as slow as Broly's ult, because Broly's ult has been nerfed into the ground. That thing is slow, like extraordinarily slow, to where it makes no sense to really even use it unless you're just trying to get some style points. Like, it's impressive if you can land Broly's ultimate these days. However, Spirit Bomb, and in his base form, he does not have an instant sparking, so you gotta manually charge up into that. You gotta spend the skill points to use, if you want to use the share your energy with me thing. But even outside of that, his combat is clean. He's got the 20 times Kaioken, Kamehameha, which always looks great, rush attack. So really great kit from his base, and the combat itself is pretty fluid. I like when a character does not feel clunky while using combat, because that's what I spend most of the game doing. And then you transform into Super Saiyan, and the combat is great there too. Like a step in that is a gut punch. Lovely. Absolutely love that. Get great rush chains, and we get great skills. As you guys can see, we've got Wild Sense as one skill. This is one of the I think this is one of the last Gokus to not have instant transmission. And yes, instant transmission is broken, especially with the way that some people use it. Like with what we have, we're making people with Beast Gohan rage quit. Okay, it's just that wild. Now, I'm gonna continue to talk, but just pay attention to these next series of matches right here, because this guy, they put the hands on me. This was a really tough and well fought match. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Yeah, it's quite wild how good the kid is, good the skills are, and then you got your instant sparking, and it doesn't take that long. Like, you're not in animation for way too long, unlike some other instant sparkings that I know. You'll be in animation for way too long, get some pretty decent buffs along with it, and it's the perfect pair for his angry Kamehameha. Now, I'm going to break away from the video to show you guys how freaking fast this attack is. I'm going to show it to you from close range, and then I'm going to try to show it to you from as far of a distance as I can so that you can see just how ridiculously fast this thing moves. So this is from a pretty standard, common distance that you might fire this attack off from, and when you shoot it, it almost looks instant. So I said to myself, why is this so quick? Is this instant? And it's unblockable. Let me remind you of that. So now I'm gonna place him there, and I'm going to go as far across the map as I could. I believe the Hyperbolic Time Chamber is one of the biggest maps you can play on. And now let's see how long this attack takes to get there to its mark. So watch the travel time. He's all the way on the other side, and it's already right there. There's no other attack in this game that can get to its mark that quickly. So one very cool thing to point out there that I think that's probably other than the attacks that you're instantly right in front of the person for, Goku's Ultra Instinct or Beast Gohan's teleportation or hits teleportation joint. These, they don't make them like this. This is the only one that you got. Look at this. He was right in front of us, and in no time at all, he's caught up in that, and we turn the match around. And then if you finish a match with that, you get the dramatic finish. Look at that. It's beautiful. Now, I can tell you guys that this guy was no slouch. I was challenged in this game right here. However, I think this was one that I had also came out on top of, but that's beside the point. Goku is peak. He is absolute peak, and don't even need to be his god forms. These are pre-god forms. These are pre-Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3. This is just peak. And for him to really hold up in a game that has such powerful players in it right now, he holds his own. I have no problem using him and feeling very underpowered or anything. I feel great, actually, especially with the fact that you get Wild Sense once you go into Super Saiyan. Of course, it's not good to depend on a Wild Sense, but as a means of self-defense, especially we're facing Goku right now, and this one has instant transmission. So what's our solution to that? However, that's not going to save us here. I'm gonna spoil it for you right now. This guy, it is not going to save me. Just watch him put in the mittens. Where's my super counter? It doesn't exist right now. I'm not dead yet. Okay, now I am. There we go. So, we gotta run the tiebreaker. We have to. It's necessary. So, I'm gonna really do what I want to do. We gotta play like we want to win. And it's nice having these kinds of matches here. It's good to be challenged every now and then. And I just don't like to get blown out in a match. I don't want to get to where it looks like I wasn't even doing it. Was he playing the game? I want to look like I was playing the game, that we fought tooth and nail to try to sneak a win or to just give him a tough fight. Don't make it easy for him. Now, I'm not saying by any means necessary. Sometimes do what you want to do. Play the game the way that makes you happy, because at the end of the day, that's all we're really going to have when it comes to this game, especially when there's already a lot of reasons for people to have bad things to say about the game. Just enjoy playing it. I enjoy playing it, and that just is what it is. Now, I wish I could. I think that if we were back in the day where we had this on the couch and you had to have your friends over in order to play, it might be a different experience. Because during those times, there was no ping. There was, we weren't worrying about that kind of stuff because we were in the same place playing on the same console. So, I digress. So we're back here, match is close, and can Goku Mid, which should be named Goku Peak, snag the dub? We're really low, and he takes the revenge counter, and we can't. So, pretty shocking there. But I still had to put those in here because those were some really good matches. Now, this one here, I think this was another pretty tough fought match here. But even against Super Saiyan 3 GT, which is going to become Super Saiyan 4, Mid still holds its own. Which brings me to my next point. Even though I did not use it in this match, his rush attack in his Super Saiyan form, the one where he's got his foot out, like this one right here. Like, do you know how great that is to just see the guy flying through the air with his foot out, like foot first? You get face full of foot in, in this game. It's just great. I have zero complaints about that at all. Especially if you do, like, you know, toggle around a little bit while you fly within your flight pattern. You're just all over the place. Like, it's a thing of beauty. Some things were really taken into consideration there. And there you go again. As you can see, more instant transmission where we use the wild sense to kind of combat that. However, right here, I don't know what planet I fell into, because for some reason I could not like I was really fighting my inner demons just now. So we're going to say that, you know, that match is in the past. Now we're looking to the future. I'm like, okay, got your number now. It takes, you know, sometimes you got to get used to how a person's playing, but at the same time, I feel as though there is a severe amount of overreaching that can end up happening, because when you try to overreach in this game, you end up hitting the air and they're already not even like right in front of you. Now with Goku, he's so short right now. Like I try to get close, you know, to close the gap so that when I do my sidestep, that we actually like get behind him. But oh my God, like it was not fun. And we literally hit the button at the exact same time, but he was, you know, I guess he was a little bit ahead of me. And getting quick, like if you want to play characters that have transformations, just practice the button motions of doing the transformations, because it will save you so much time. And I've also realized what my issue is there too, is the fact that a lot of the times I'm trying to vanish, but I'm also trying to fight at the same time, causing me to just be grabbing unnecessarily. Like I don't always need to be grabbing like that, but that's just an essence of my gameplay that I am trying to figure out how to, you know, fix currently. Now, somehow, this guy was able to actually block a portion of this. So I could have swore that that was an unblockable attack, but he did some kind of tech. Unless I'm missing the point there. Could be possible I'm missing the point. But we managed to snag this win. So what's going to happen in this third match? Find out on the next episode of Get Me Broken 93. That's from my homie Bobby. And you know, like this is really like what it's come to. It's just so I'm enjoying this a lot. I'm enjoying playing the casual play. Like I think casual play for me really saved a lot of the interest in the game, because you know when people are playing ranked, you know they want to win by any means necessary. There are no means that do not fall into play for them. They are winning, they are kicking you, they are punching you, they are tripping you, they are doing whatever needs to be done. They will hit you with them blasts, they will spam them skills, revenge counters on deck, everything. I still, because I don't like revenge counters, I don't use them as much as I should. But I know it's part of the game, and I know that it's probably something that I should use, especially, you know, to keep myself from being in a combo for longer than I need to be. And maybe I'll start. Maybe I'll start at some point. Sometimes I do get them, especially if I just, you know, I'm thinking about it, but I'm not always thinking about it. Sometimes I'm just like, nah, I'm trying to do the super, I'm trying to do the flashy counters, perceptions and what have you. But as you guys can see, we've taken his back meat and his curtains for that one. Who we facing this time? Oh, this Tien guy. Yeah, this was a fun set of matches right here. I enjoyed these. A little squishy. I'm sorry. No, that's not. He really was trying to land these Dodon rays, I'll tell you that. Just a little spoiler alert for you. But you can see his back meat is exposed to us. Tenderizing it real good. Perfect. And I switched to the V Aura just for this. I know there's some people that don't have that unlocked. It's actually, I think it's either free or I think it's like 99 cents if you go to like the game's add-ons, if you don't already have it. Now this was a weird part because as you see, I'm using my first spirit bomb of the video, right? Remember I told you got spirit bomb? I didn't charge it at all, and somehow the revenge counter canceled it out. Why? Why does a revenge counter do that much to you and take that much priority? So, you know, unfortunately we don't get it there, but I will be doing my best to get it for y'all. And he's shooting his triangles at somebody, not me. Definitely ain't me. But, you know, Tien is good. I'm not gonna knock Tien because as you guys saw in the video, I played Tien before. Tien himself was also quite broken. So, just gonna end this right there. Nice little key blast to him. Send him for a nice swim. So, he's already trying to hit them perceptions. Get your hands off me. Dodon Ray, there it is again. When it comes to getting hit with stuff like a Dodon Ray or Krillin's attack, his seeking missiles, or even Boo, like not Evil Boo, Super Boo's human extinction attack. Oh my god, the stun that happens to you when you get hit by just one. It don't even take all of them either. You're getting hit by as many of them as you can. Now I can't see, but I can still kind of see. But we are going to get hit with that. I'm sorry, I couldn't do anything about that one. We're still stun locked. But he's using the same kind of combos, so at this point, you know, I think that people don't have a hard time banishing those just because they're so common and it's so easy to see, and you're getting to the rhythm. You get into the rhythm of how they play. He blocked that one kind of late. We're stuck in animation there, and you see, just straight down to the ground. Like that's one way to bring somebody down. You hit them with a Dodon Ray. But now, I don't know the next time that I'll be going to the planet Namek, because there's some quirky things happening here. So you see this, right? Watch what happens. Ugh, right at the ground. Love that. Just in time for him to show me his. So we're gonna get that sucker punch there and just end that match too. So, you know, because we can't let anybody win. We can't let them win. No, that's not how I feel. It's just casuals. Like, we don't be letting people win like that. I don't, you know, I feel as though I don't want anybody to let me win either. Like, if you run into me in a game, as upset that I'll probably be, put the mittens on me if you need to. Not really, but do it. Because I'm going to get better. You know, just like how the Saiyans get better when they're, you know, they fight and they go like near death, they only get stronger with every battle. So that's the only way I'm going to get better at this game, is just by battling and having people that are better than me, you know, kind of show me, get a little humbling going on, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, I can mean that now. If I'm having an annoying day, then I'll probably feel completely different about that. Like, I'm gonna be like, bro, why are you sweating so hard? But, you know, I digress. So, as you can see, I'm going to try to stun him with that one charge key blast so that we can end this off with Goku's finishing move to end all finishing moves. Animation is great. He stayed right there for us. We love that. This is unblockable, and that's it. So this is Goku Mid. He should be Goku Peak. He's fantastic. Let me know what y'all think about him. Let me know who y'all want to see next, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.